Scaredycast.
Welcome to Scaredycast.
There's no Brian again.
No, don't say it's not true. Is he hiding under the table?
Last week,
Is he in the bushes?
he had to work. This week, he's sick. I talked to him on the phone today, and our dude sounds sick.
Are you sure he's not doing the things where you call in, you're like,
Like on Mean Girls?
I'm not feeling good.
Like,
Yeah, I think I'm sick. Boo, you whore. You just say that and hang up on him. You know what? Mean Girls is very topical right now, so maybe he did get some inspiration from...
Is that a remake that I saw?
So it is a remake, but it's like of the musical, I guess, even though everyone's like saying like, oh, if you're going to have a musical trailer, you should probably have some of the music
A
in the trailer. I guess. I don't know.
It.
And a lot of people are really mad that they're like, this isn't your mom's Mean Girls. And it's like, bitch.
Oh, God. Get
please.
out of here.
That is not even old enough to have that tagline. Like,
isn't it like 20 years old, though? Welcome to Scaredycast,
don't
everybody.
You dare. I think it's like 2008.
We're talking about Mean Girls. No, it wasn't 2008. It's earlier than that. It's almost. It's like 2006, I want to say. I did not watch the trailer for Mean Girls, but to bring this back into some Scaredycast talk, I instead watched the trailer for Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
They're having another one?
Yes.
What is the...
Apparently in the middle of the summer in New York, some winter ghosts come in and they freeze the city. And it's up to the Ghostbusters.
Is this like an allegory for like global warming?
Global warming ghosts?
They're
maybe.
Like, take it serious, guys.
Take it serious, or else these ghosts are going to come. This is the real world where there ain't no Ghostbusters.
We're carbon emission ghosts. We're here to ruin your summer.
There's no Ghostbusters in the real world, just nerds with EMF meters wander around in the dark.
But
so
no. It's a sequel to like the new ones, or
it's a sequel to the new one. They got the original cast in it again.
Okay.
They got the new cast in it again.
Okay.
And I just read this before I got here, and my mind is blown, and we're going to get this. So you know, like the meter that they use in Ghostbusters have like little arms that come out whenever like there's a ghost by and stuff. They made a working one.
What?
Yes.
That you can buy.
Yes.
And that actually like does EMF.
It has an EMF meter built into it. So it's a prop replica from Ghostbusters.
But it's real.
But it's real.
So you can go to scaredycast.com and you can also go to patreon.com/scaredycast so that we can get one of these.
Yeah, please. I want it so bad. My birthday is close.
I'm surprised you don't already have it. Is it not?
It's like $300.
So extra, go to scaredycast.com/
I'll put it on our Amazon wish list. And my birthday's close, so if you won't get me something for my birthday.
Maybe we could even use it right here and see if it's haunted in here.
Oh, maybe. You think there's some weird happenings in here, Zeke? Is there anything weird that ever happened? And he shrugged his shoulders.
He said you're going to have to find out with your new EMF reader. Guess what? I'm not going to spoil it for you.
Bring your toys, nerds, and find us some ghosts.
Holy shit, that's crazy. I know there was some like mixed reactions for the last Ghostbusters, but did you like it?
I loved it.
All right. So you're looking forward to this one?
I am.
Okay. Do you think it's going to be a good premise?
I love it.
Okay.
It's Ghostbusters. It's
here.
The original cast from Ghostbusters. It's the new Ghostbusters. It's Ghostbusters. Like
it's cold ghosts.
It's cold. I love cold because I'm fat and I always get hot, so I love when it's cold.
So you're going to be rooting for the ghosts?
Maybe. I don't know.
You're like, come to Arizona.
We'll see what happens. Patton Oswalt's in it.
Oh, I love Patton Oswalt.
Yeah.
So they're freezing like people? Or like, is it like they're like...
people are getting frozen to death and stuff. And like, there's like ice spikes shooting up out of the ground and...
Would you rather get frozen to death or like have the giant marshmallow man like marshmallow you to death?
Oh, I want that marshmallow man, a marshmallow man.
This is a PG-rated show, Tony. Don't you talk about his marshmallows.
Shoot that marshmallow goo all over me, marshmallow man.
Right in my mouth.
I'll eat my way out of it. Nom, 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 nom.
And I was going to say, at least you can maybe semi like fight against that. If you're frozen to death.
Yeah, you're frozen. You're frozen. Yeah. If you're just covered in marshmallow, you just eat your way out.
Yeah, see? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
There was that dude, like the man with no dick in the first Ghostbusters movie.
I don't remember.
He got just covered in that stuff.
Eunuch? How do you know he had no dick?
Because that's what Peter Vickman said.
You
should probably watch Ghostbusters.
It's been a long time.
Kelsey. What else is new?
This is why I'm not going to be here next week. They're going to test it out with just Evan and Brian. They're like, you know what?
Yeah, Kelsey's not here next week. So if Brian's still sick and you're gone, it's going to be me by myself.
It's gonna be my.
And nobody wants that.
I think everyone, I think they do want that.
Nobody wants a solo Tony episode.
We need a lot of comments being like, Tony.
If it's me
We
by
just want
myself,
you.
I'm going to just get drunk as hell.
Oh, you just won't get, you ain't gonna talk about it.
You guys don't want to talk about it. I'm just going to sit here and scream and drink.
He's like, I'm just gonna stare.
I'll just stare into the camera and take a shot for every time I blink.
It's our most popular podcast ever. Like just staring and just like
That's the one episode
the
that
ASMR of you drinking.
finally takes us off. After,
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? Maybe that
Whatever
will
it takes
finally
at this
find our
point,
niche.
so.
You know, whatever it takes.
We're in the wrong. We need to find that little bounce between like the horror and drinking communities. I thought we've already done that. We had a damn convention in a tap room.
We did, and we've had plenty of drunk streams.
There's voices.
Oh, see, we're talking about
Dude,
ghosts now.
my
Now
God.
it's- Brian's back from the dead.
Oh, Brian.
He's coming. He's coming for us.
Guys, I'm really here.
He's like, I saw the ratings tank last week without me.
No,
Guess what? Now I'm here. Just kidding. I have no idea if they did or not.
I don't know either.
All right, so good movie. And is there anything else that you're looking forward to or that you've watched recently?
I did watch a little horror movie the other night. It was called No, I Am Not a Serial Killer. It's
a
about
long
this.
title.
It's about this teenager. He lives in a small town. His mom is like the town mortician, and he works with her. So he's like the weirdo kid in high school, you know.
No friends.
Yeah, well, he has like one friend, but he thinks he has the makings to be a serial killer.
Okay.
So he lives by like certain rules, so he doesn't
Like little
break
Dexter
into
type
that.
things.
Kind of like he has like a Dexter kind of thing. So he has like these rules set for himself, so he doesn't fall into becoming a serial killer thing. Like,
Oh, so he doesn't kill people
yeah,
versus like
he
when
doesn't
he kills
kill anyone,
people.
right?
Okay.
So
it's
but-
just him fighting to not.
yeah, like he talks to his therapist every day, and like he has like a friend, but he says like he only has his friend because he thinks that's what normal stuff is.
Oh, so there's like no connection there.
But a serial killer does pop up in this town.
So then
And
he's gotta step it up.
he's got to use his, you know, whatever you want to call it. I don't know.
Powers.
Instincts, I guess. His like
Cravings?
his inside cravings
Yeah,
to kind of like solve who it is.
Okay.
And yeah, it's really good. I thought it was
It's
really good. Yeah. It's got Christopher Lloyd in it. Oh, wow. Look at Kelsey's face. Just look at it.
Look at it.
Christopher Lloyd, Doc from Back to the Future.
Oh,
Uncle
okay.
Fester
I don't know
and Addams
names.
Family.
Why the fuck would I know that name?
Because he's Christopher Lloyd.
You know,
Doom from Who Framed Roger
okay,
Rabbit.
I know who he is, but like I did not know his
The
name.
weird homeless guy from Dennis the Menace.
Oh, that's not me. Okay.
Remember Dennis the Menace? Whenever he's that weird, creepy villain. He's like the
I think you're just setting me
drifter.
up to be like, I don't remember shit.
And like he's like, what do you got there, sport? And that kid goes, apple. He like stabs the apple with his knife and like eats it.
Okay, yes,
Remember that
okay,
kid?
yes.
Apple.
God, fucking little kids in movies.
I love
All right, so
that
what would
kid.
you rate this movie?
I'd give it a 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Because
weird,
it's got some nice twists in it, and
okay,
yeah, it's a good little cat and mouse situation going on in there. Because he finds out who the serial killer is, but the serial killer finds out who he is, so they're like playing a game with each other. Like,
do they end up bonding?
I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you guys. No spoilers around here. God forbid. Because I posted the clip of me talking about when evil lurks to Instagram.
Oh, you have someone not
and
happy with you.
People
sir.
were very mad at me. They're like, hey, spoilers. And I'm like, bro, I'm talking about the trailer.
You're like, this isn't even
This
like.
is in the trailer. So I'm like, can't even talk about trailers.
Don't talk about anything. Actually,
You know what?
just sit there and
I
drink.
should just spoil something. I don't know what. I got nothing to spoil.
Well, guess what? But next time,
Yeah, next
I know
time I'm gonna spoil it.
we were talking about that, and I saw that comment, and I was like, did we spoil it? Did it just come out? And then I looked, and I'm like, this thing has been out for 2 months. Get the fuck out of here. You had plenty of time to go watch
I've had
this.
things spoiled for me that have been out for a while, and I instantly get mad about it. I'm like, God dang it, got spoiled. But then I'm like, I probably should have just watched it.
Yeah, like this has been
Like,
on my
I've
list
had
for
time where I could have watched said thing,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't.
At some point, you got to take accountability.
Yeah.
Okay. Keyboard warrior.
Yeah. Ooh.
Don't come for a Scaredycast fan. Because we're going to come for you.
We're going to add him.
Oh, yeah. We should just follow him.
Yeah, let's
just
you want to follow him too?
Yeah. And then just comment on everything. Be like, spoilers.
Spoiler, dude. It. He's like, I got a new fish today. He's a goldfish. Like,
it's like he has a kid. It's like, wow, okay. Cool, bro. No one cares.
People have lots of kids.
Whoa, when's the sequel going to come out? Something stupid.
All right.
Maybe not the kids, but something else.
I don't want to do any of that, actually. I'm too
I
lazy.
know. I'm like, you know what? We don't have enough time for this. I don't even have time for the bullshit I already have to do. All right. So 7 out of 10. You're talking about a teenager who has serial killer instincts. We were just referencing some Mean Girls.
Yeah.
One of the things about the Mean Girls that people are complaining about, there's a lot of things that they're complaining about with the new one. But did you see, so the main guy that Regina George dates and that Katie Heron loves, Adam, right? Sam? Adam?
I don't remember.
What the fuck is his name?
I know this is going to come as a shock.
Yeah, I've never seen Mean Girls.
But
Don't tell me that.
I've seen Mean Girls once when it first came out on DVD.
So now you know how I feel when you say all these things. You're like, you don't know. No, but anyway, so the guy that is the main love interest.
This is how long ago it was. I got upset because I realized I got the full screen version of Mean Girls and not the widescreen version. Yeah.
So you probably missed out on
I probably missed out on some things happening on the sides of the screen.
Yeah. Especially in that mall scene when they're all being little animals and stuff.
I don't remember a boyfriend in the movie. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, anyways, he's the love interest of Regina George, who's the main mean girl, and then Katie Heron, who comes in. Mm-hmm. But everyone is saying that this guy, the new guy that they casted, they're like, oh, he's serial killer coded. And then people are major It vibes and all this stuff. Let me see if I can find a picture for you.
Okay.
He looks like he could be an illegitimate son of a Skarsgård.
Well, I mean,
the Skarsgård that plays.
Oh.
Bill Skarsgård.
Bill.
Yeah.
Bill Skarsgård. I love Bill Skarsgård. He's in The Crow.
Wait, is it Bill Skarsgård? We already had this conversation about
we always talk about the Skarsgårds. He plays Pennywise.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Let me show
Alexander is Eric the Viking from True Blood. But no, Bill Skarsgård's playing Eric Draven in The Crow. They remade The Crow.
I feel like that's a bad idea. Isn't there a lot of?
I mean, they had listen, look. You can't get mad at them remaking The Crow if you're fine with them making shitty sequels to The Crow. There's some pretty bad sequels. Not
that it's that people are mad about it, but The Crow has a lot of stuff that happened around it, right? The main guy,
Well, it's just what happened to Brandon Lee.
Look at this guy.
Let me see this guy. What the fuck?
That's supposed to be the main
This is
hot
the love
dude.
interest?
Yes.
What in the hell?
He looks like he has 10 people in his basement right now.
Why is he so pissed looking in these screenshots?
And he just looks like he has that perfect face to be a weird
what
high school
happened
serial
to
killer.
the leading man?
Yeah.
Where's our Cary Grants and our Humphrey Bogarts? Look at this dork. Get out of here.
He's not even saying that he's a dork. He looks like he needs.
Yeah, he looks like he's gonna murder somebody.
He looks like right now he's already cut off Katie's feet.
He looks
They're
like
in a freezer.
His topic of conversation when you first meet him. He's gonna tell you about a dead animal he found in the woods.
He's like, hey, so you want to see my pet raccoon? And it's just mutilated and put on a doll's body.
He's got a rope tied to its tail and he just drags it around. Let's add this guy on Instagram.
You know what? Yeah, you just comment from Scaredycast. You look like you have a raccoon with a rope tied to his tail.
You're gonna get a tattoo. You're gonna get a raccoon on your doorstep one night. So you better watch out.
Oh my God, I would throw up and I would cry.
Jeez. He's got a rope on and everything.
I'm not saying that I'm not saying that he's actually a serial killer. I'm just saying he would be cast as a great. I think he would be he has a great future in
he
the
is
horror
very
film.
miscast in this thing, I believe.
Yes, it's just a bad casting.
Yes.
Maybe he can sing really well.
Who would you cast?
Oh, I'd have to
Who do you have out?
It'd have to be little Gen Zers, huh? I don't really know that. I don't really know.
I don't know about Timothy.
Hell no, not him. He's already cast in way too many things.
That's the first thing I thought of.
You know what's so funny? Me and my friends, he's in something now that has, I think they were talking about him being with Kylie Jenner or something like that. And we're all just like, he just looks like that you would just break him in half. Like you just be on top and like his spine would just like snap in half.
Yeah?
You like squeeze your thighs around him and he's just like disintegrated. I'd be in jail.
Who is it?
Timothée Chalamet.
Oh, okay.
He just looks like he's not sturdy.
Sturdy? Wow. He's Willy Wonka now.
As a also I feel like that's going to be not good.
Man.
He's a great actor. But I just think that's not going to.
What about the guy who was in, keep this on the Scaredycast level, okay, guys?
Okay, we're coming back. We're reeling it back.
And Renfield, the Dracula movie with Nicolas Cage, there was the other guy, Nicholas Hoult. Is that his name? Nobody knows. I don't know.
We are not well.
Let me consult
This is what happens.
the internet.
So the first week without Brian, we did all right. Second week without Brian, we're struggling. Next week is we're gonna see what happens.
Next week could be bad, y'all.
You know what?
Renfield. Yes, Nicholas Hoult. Hoult.
Let me see this man.
Very handsome.
Oh yeah, he's a good looking dude.
Yeah.
So what are you asking me about him?
I don't know. Is he like in that area now where he could be Mean Girls, or is he like too old?
I don't know. And that's the thing is like I don't know enough Gen Z
I think he was in Mad Max.
level. Oh, so he's older.
Yeah, he's in Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh.
So I guess he is older. Yeah.
He looks pretty young in that picture. Who do I think would be like a good like athlete love interest right now?
Devin Booker.
Oh, do you know who Vinny Hacker is?
Nope.
Yeah, see? Gen Z. But he's a good looking dude.
I'm too old. I'm over here talking about.
He's really pretty.
I'm
He's, like,
thinking,
really
hey,
pretty.
you know who'd be good? Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah. You guys gotta get my wings.
What?
Does he kind of talk like that? He's like, well, no one likes me here.
Kind of, yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, see? Okay, I had to like
Was
fine
that
tune it.
It's a Wonderful Life reference?
Sure.
Man, let me tell y'all something. Everybody always every year goes on about how Die Hard isn't a Christmas movie.
It's more of a Christmas movie than that movie. That shit's sad as fuck.
Number one, Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Absolutely.
Number two, It's a Wonderful Life is like always
Terrible.
propped up as the Christmas movie. That shit
It's
doesn't
gonna
even
make me kill myself.
That movie has nothing to do with Christmas. I finally watched it for the first time last year. This shit has nothing to do with Christmas.
The only thing is in the wintertime.
It's in the summertime, and it's about real estate.
It's in the summertime?
Not the only time this takes place during Christmas is like the last 10 minutes of the movie.
Where, yeah, because the little bell rings on the Christmas tree.
That's the Christmas part of this movie. I got so mad I watched this last night. I love Jimmy Stewart too, and I'm watching this. I'm like, man, Jimmy, you did me wrong, man. This ain't no Christmas movie. Barely even takes place on Christmas. There's no Christmas music. They don't even, it's nothing. Die Hard, it's got Christmas music. It's on Christmas Eve. Mm-hmm. It's at a Christmas party. There's a Christmas theme to it.
There's a great character arc. Like, he learns a lot. And, like, the family's reunited.
Yeah.
I mean, ticks all the boxes.
Yeah. Remember, like, she was like, they're divorced. They don't know. It's weird. Yeah, I'm a cop in New York. You know how it is. Yeah. And, like,
you can't tell me
at the end of the movie, she's like, no, he's going to come home. Yeah.
Do you know, I don't know if we talked about this already, all puppet players, for anyone who's local to Arizona, the Phoenix area, is an adult puppet show.
I've never been, but I want to go so bad.
I go to Die Hard every year. It's like one of the only ones I've seen besides I've seen their Jurassic Park one. And it's so good. It is so good. I highly recommend all puppet players for people in Phoenix, Arizona. It's like a little parody. I mean, it's very true. It's very true to the story, but it is so funny.
Dude,
it's so funny.
They always have shows that I want to see, but I'm just like, I can't go.
Oh, I know. I missed the Puppet one about it.
Yeah. I'm always poor and far away, so.
So if you hear this, all puppet players, Scaredycast will come and be able to, just be able to talk about stuff and things.
Yes.
About your stuff and things.
Well, and stuffings. Puppets are stuff,
Beautiful.
Stuff your hand up a puppet.
That they do, yep. It's a fistful of puppet is what they say.
God dang.
Which you better watch out who you say that around because they might get a little too excited. Brian, we miss you. Come back. Help us. Help us, Brian. Tony, I feel like you've watched multiple movies, or are you all good on movies?
I'm good. Let's move on from movies. We got ghosts and animals to talk about. What do you want to do? Ghosts or animals first?
Ooh.
We got a lot of crazy animal stuff happening.
We do.
I got just like, I don't have like a ghostly news. I just have like a ghostly topic.
And guess what? I kind of have a little ghost. I had a little ghost action.
You did? Okay, let's go to ghosts because You texted us this today in our little group text.
And you should have been the first one I texted when it happened.
Yeah, I was going to ask, like, what the fuck?
What the
fuck? Kelsey encountered a ghost.
All right. So, if anyone is like, has been listening to Scaredycast for a while, I've had like some stories here and there about like, oh, maybe whatever.
Yeah, I remember.
Our grandma's house growing up.
Yeah, your grandma's house was one.
100% haunted.
Yeah.
Had to be. We all saw some shit in there. Well, this was the Friday before like Halloween. Friday or Thursday?
So just a couple weeks ago.
Whatever. It was just a couple weeks ago. It was before Halloween. And it was one of the nights, and I couldn't sleep. I already have a hard time sleeping anyways, like clearly, never get any sleep. And I just like had a weird feeling like all night. I was like tossing and turning. And then there was like a time where like I kind of was dreaming, kind of not, like, you know, that like thing.
Right.
And I was feeling really like tense, and I was having like almost like a nightmare, but like not fully asleep yet. Like I could tell like I was like, it almost was like my mind was like wandering.
Yeah.
In like a bad space. And then all of a sudden, like, I just feel like a pressure and like I can't move. And then like a bright light. And then all of a sudden, then like the color, like then it was like bright, cheery colors like happening, like, or whatever. And it just like totally, and I like kind of woke up and I was like I just felt like whatever. And I was like, okay, whatever. Okay. And I just still couldn't really sleep throughout the night. The next morning I wake up. Do you remember the table that we used to all do Scaredycast around? The tall one that's like really heavy. It's like metal and it has glass on it.
Yeah.
It's pretty heavy and it's like a weird shape. And it's over where, like, you know, it's over kind of like right now in the section of my living room where like I have my extra couch I need to get rid of and like all this stuff. And I don't really go over there unless I'm getting water or whatever.
It's kind of your storage area.
It's kind of like my storage area right now.
There's some rolled up carpets over there.
There's some rolled up carpets over there. You know, I wasn't trusting some of the animals I was watching to not piss on them. So, you know, there's stuff over there that like, and so it's like, okay, I'm going to get rid of this stuff / find a space for it. Well, that table was like turned.
Oh.
I never touched that table. I mean, it's like a big, like it stays square and it was turned and like one of the like stools was like pushed and my trash can that's over there, you know, the big metal one was like also like in like my walking path of like to my water.
Do you have like a dog that you're watching
at that time? There was no one else in there. And then so I told my girlfriends and I was like, yo, this thing happened. I'm like, can't believe I like forgot to tell you guys, blah, blah. And they were like, it's probably one of your stalkers in your walls. And we had just talked about the guy that lived in the wall. And I was like, don't tell me that because we just talked about this. I'm like, where would he be? Where? And they're like, it could be anywhere, Kelsey. You don't put your cameras up and like all stuff. I'm like, oh. So it's either a ghost, maybe an alien, maybe it's someone that's living in my walls. I'm like, okay, well, where are they peeing and like what are they eating in my house? I have no food in my house. How are they surviving?
Probably like
eating the rats.
Just mad. Like, God dang it, I picked the wrong walls.
This bitch is poor.
All she has in here is Eggo liquor.
Yeah, you just fucked up on that Eggo liquor. That's like way expired.
Living off the expired Eggo liquor.
Eating the rats around our complex.
Dude, that's weird.
And stuff. It's not weird. Okay, but like that's
super
weird. I have
no
explanation for that. Unless I walked by.
You might have.
And just pushed my stuff around?
You never know.
Get out of my way.
Fucking good trash can. I do have like that sometimes, but like it'll be a doorbell that goes off in a dream, but it sounds like my real doorbell. So I'll get up and be like, oh fuck. And like I'll go look and nothing's there. And I'm like, God damn it, I'm stupid. But
then it could be opposite where you're like, oh, it's just a dream, and then someone's like, been like, I was at your doorbell for a minute.
I did have something happen a couple months ago, maybe. I never talked about it.
Tony, holding out on us.
I didn't want to bring it to reality, but I'm gonna talk about it because fuck it, man. Fuck it, you know. I was laying in bed one night. And when I sleep on my side. I got my body pillow in my blanket, and I'm like, I'm kind of like I'm just curled up with it, you know. Mm-hmm. And by my feet, I felt my bed depress.
Oh, Tony, no!
Swear to God.
You think it maybe your cat?
My cats don't go in our room when we sleep.
They don't go. You don't snuggle with you?
No, because like they always want to get out in the middle of the night.
Oh, of course they do. In or out. Yeah,
the cats stay out.
Okay, so like
my just a little area by my feet at the end of the bed, like the bed just like depressed a little bit.
You felt it?
I felt it by my feet.
Did you see it? No, 'cause
I didn't
it's
see
dark.
nothing because I was
Were
ain't
you like,
no fucking way I was gonna look down there. So I just like wrote it off in my mind as like, oh, it's just the bed settling.
You know what I think it was? Remember when you were saying that you could beat up that little demon thing?
Oh, you think it was a demon
I
dude
think
showing
he was
up?
coming and be like, yo, prove it.
He's like, what's up?
He's like, I'm here.
I'm here. Let's
And
do
you're like,
this. I'm like, no. It's just the bed settling.
And you're like not having your feet outside
You
of
know,
the blanket so he doesn't
like
come
a
nibble.
spring inside just popped or something and made it shift in a weird way, and it felt like a depression. There's no ghost sitting by my feet watching me sleep.
You're right. It wasn't a ghost. It was a demon.
Ain't nothing but a bed spring popping and adjusting the bed.
So
But it felt like something sat on the edge of my bed by my feet.
have you ever had like anything like that before, or like after?
No, nothing after, nothing before.
Did
since
you like
I
go
was,
test it to see if it was?
I
a
didn't do
broken spring?
anything.
You just like you
just-
cut out that little piece of your mattress. It's not there anymore.
I just wrote it off. I was like, no, ain't not here, man. No, nothing after. Nothing weird since I was like a little kid. I remember when I was a little kid, I had a bunk bed, and I vaguely remember it, and it was either on my birthdays or when I lost a tooth. It was one of the two. And it happened like 2 or 3 years when I had this bunk bed. When I would wake up, I would get woken up in the morning by something grabbing my foot and laughing.
Your mom?
Nobody. There
No
would
one
be
was
nobody
in
in my
there?
room. No.
But it's only if you lost.
It was either on my birthday or when I lost it. It was one of those two things. Like,
Oh my god,
it just
that's
happened like,
freaking me out.
yeah, it was scary.
I don't like those.
I know,
That's
man.
why we don't talk about actual scary
Yeah,
stuff.
this is real scary. It's scary cast.
We got a long drive home, and
Yeah,
then
this is why we talk about bad boys and shit on Scaredycast, because we don't like talking about scary shit, but we're here.
I know, and too, my friend
This
just
is what
picked up
happens
her
when you get
dog.
locked into a niche.
Yeah, I was watching my friend's dog.
Oh.
And she just picked her up. So now I'm truly home alone again. And so now it's like only when we talk about like really scary stuff
Great.
is when it's happening. No, I was going to say, now that you talked about it, you're going to have to let us know if you feel something on your bed again.
Oh, great. Stay away.
Just
from
light
me,
a
ghosts.
white candle or whatever they say to do.
What?
Like light a candle.
Why?
I don't know, specify. Don't ask me. I just heard that. Or like some sage or something.
Did you read it on Twitter?
I've probably like read it, brother.
Oh, jeez.
God, spoiler.
Yeah, dude, like, it's just spooky shit. I don't like it.
It's like I like it, but I don't like it when it happens to me.
Yeah, I don't want it to happen to me. But if it does happen to me, I want video of it happening to me so I can
Yes.
use it.
Yes. You know
Yeah.
what? We're fucking up. I do have so I had like a really weird situation happen. Like, the whole like series of note things that happened to me on my car and stuff at multiple places. So obviously that's like a different kind of scary. But I got cameras for like on like, Black Friday sale or whatever to like be able to like put in my house just in case anything ever happens. So there's evidence of something
Ugh.
in case anything ever happens to me.
Yeah.
But then I never set them up because then I'm like, fuck that, like police state shit of like cameras and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, but now they're sitting there and it's like, it could be recording some paranormal stuff.
It could be.
But I'm like, I don't want it recording me while I'm sleeping or walking around and like getting notifications and stuff.
Yeah, I will never get like a Nest Cam doorbell thing.
Oh,
Like,
never. Me either.
I get so paranoid when I hear when the doorbell rings, I like internally just freak out. Because like I don't get visitors. So like if someone's at my door, something.
Oh, if someone's at my door.
Somebody's like, give us our money. We're here to collect. Hey, it's a renter center, like fucking renter center. They don't play around when they're
What?
Dude, if you miss a payment at renter center, they're coming.
One payment?
Dude, they like will bang on your door like they're gonna break it down and they will stand out there.
I'm sorry.
They'll
But
wait.
like, unless they're getting paid, like I can't imagine rent centers paying these people that much. I'd be like,
Oh, they
listen,
come
it's
pretty
a hard life out there. I'd knock a couple times, leave a little note. And they're like, yeah. But also I wouldn't go for the first. Also, who cares? That's not your shit. It's rent center stuff. It's probably not even rent center stuff.
Yeah, well they'll come for you. So you better make your payments if you got rent center stuff. It's like come for you.
Everything else, don't worry about it.
But also, if you're gonna miss your payment, call rent center. They'll work with you.
Wait, so they're like both. They're
Or
either
if
like
you
really
don't
cool
call,
or they're like.
if you're gonna miss a payment at rent center, just call in advance. Don't just let it lapse. Otherwise,
Okay.
they will come to your door and they will scare the shit out of you. Because I hear my doorbell go off, and
it was
I
actually
panic.
Rent-A-Center at the foot of your bed, just
Oh,
being
God,
like,
probably.
if this motherfucker wakes up right now, you're gonna wake up with like all your furniture from Rent-A-Center gone. And you're like, no, I knew it. The Rent-A-Center ghost.
Yeah, and so like the last thing I ever want to do is get notifications on my phone that someone's at the door. Like, I don't want that at all. So no cameras on my door.
All you see is like it's a close up, and it's just like the Rent-A-Center logo, like
There's just a
super
man's
close
face.
up, like
He's like looking into the camera.
you're
When I
like,
do Uber Eats deliveries and I got to drop stuff off, I always like do something to cameras. Like I give them a thumbs up or I do like a wacky thing.
you should do like a little new boot goofing.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So maybe you could end up somewhere viral, like Yogurt Man.
Yeah. And I got Crocs, so maybe I can think of like a little Croc thing, like new boot goofing, but
Yeah.
old Croc cooking.
Or Crip Walk Crockin'.
Fall over.
Well, I mean, you can practice a little bit.
No, I don't think I can.
Put it in sport mode.
Nobody needs this.
All right.
Nobody needs to see me do this.
Yeah, so we had some serious stuff. So I guess we'll see for both of us if something happens.
Hope not. What about these animals? What's going on?
Okay. The orcas.
The orcas are back.
They're back. They're back.
Yes.
And this time.
So like over the summer, pods of orcas led by a leader orca were organized and sinking boats off the coast of Spain, right?
Not just boats, like yachts.
And Italy, yachts. Yeah, rich people yachts and stuff were getting taken down. And then it kind of just stopped for a while.
Or at least we didn't hear about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it stopped, but didn't hear about it.
Now they're back.
Guess what? And this time, they were taking their time. It was
Damn,
like a
really?
45-minute attack.
Dude, I would kill myself. I would be so scared of being in the ocean and then the orcas attacking you for 45 minutes. I'd just be like, I'm just going to kill myself. Like, I can't take it because they're going to take us.
I mean, they are elite. I mean, they're called killer whales for a reason.
They're elite.
They are they're insanely smart, obviously.
Smarter than us.
The strategies behind the way that they kill things and they
Yeah.
work together in tandem, which obviously means that they know what they're doing. And I think there was either confirmed or it's a theory that this head orca
Yeah.
was either like hit by a boat or
Yeah.
like someone that like he loved was like hit by a boat. And I can't remember which one it was.
I think it was the head
He
orca
was
was
hit.
hit by the boat and it taught other orcas how to attack these boats. And then it like spread throughout like it just all the orcas got on the orca line and was like, hey, we're gonna take these motherfuckers out. Like like Willie. Yeah.
And you know what? That's the kind of contagion that I like.
I love
I
it.
like united for a cause. And guess what? They're like,
they're always, like,
humans
saying,
aren't doing
like-
this shit. We're gonna do it.
They're always saying like orcas have never killed a human before. It's like, you don't know this?
I feel like that's
100% an orca has killed one man person
absolutely.
before.
Have you seen them with
There's
seals?
Yeah, dude, there's no way.
Penguins?
There is no way a human out in the wild has not been taken down by an orca.
No.
Like,
Absolutely. Like it's
number
absolutely
one,
happened.
they know where to hide a body
In their belly.
in their belly.
Or
Or
rip it apart into
Yeah.
unrecognizable pieces.
like just
or
and
blame sharps. Sharps. What if
sharps.
blame Sharpies? I do. What if all shark attacks were actually killer whale attacks? And then they just somehow hide them somehow.
And that's why killer whales take out great white sharks because they're like, we keep getting blamed for this shit.
And then they're like,
like-
they're
yeah.
like, hey, you don't narc on us. We got
Dude.
we got an understanding. Yeah, so there's that.
I don't want to mess around with anything in the ocean ever in my life.
I mean, I wouldn't either.
There was there's like a new documentary on HBO about shark attacks off Cape Cod, and they're like, we need to figure out a way to prevent these from happening. It's like, don't go in the ocean.
Especially there, I feel like.
Call me crazy. I'll never get attacked by a shark, and you know what? I'll never going in the ocean.
But you know what, Tony? I think you'd have a good time.
Nope, I would not.
What about in the warm part of the ocean?
No,
That's probably where they're at more.
there's
Maybe
probably-
not great whites. White. Oh my God, I can't talk.
You can't talk at all,
I-
Brian. Marble mouth over here. Sound like Brad Pitt and Snatch.
I have a series of words that contain those words that would have a different meaning with that.
No, like, you good over there?
Never good.
Oh man. Yeah, dude. Sharks. And what other animals? You said there's more animals.
Okay, so
that are rising up.
Right here in Arizona,
Dang.
there is
Hometown.
Right, yeah. So I think it's closer to Sedona. It is in like I think the Cochise, like some like forest area or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
There is a golf course that's literally in the middle of like this gorgeous area that is undeveloped. And there was this guy on Twitter that was going around and like talking shit about all these javelinas that went through because they were digging on the course to get worms, which are like grubs or whatever, which is like a part of their natural thing. And let me tell you, everyone on Twitter is so team javelina, it's not even funny. Good. And there's been all these things saying like, you know, like team orca, team javelina, like, you know, teamed up. It's like coming onto the, like instead of just the oceans, now it's coming onto land.
Orcalina. You're welcome.
Shutter.
We need a t-shirt. We need a orca javelina hybrid drawn.
Or a javelina on an orca. Like
ooh, yeah, like
going
that.
into war.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, just like the William Henry? No. Braveheart.
William Henry.
I think that is his name.
It sounds like it could be his name. I don't know who we're talking about. Sure.
Braveheart.
William Wallace.
Close.
Henry. Oh, God.
Anyways, okay. Okay, so let me tell you, this guy thought he was doing something, being like, because he like it was even like he tagged like Arizona Game and Fish or like someone to be like, we need to figure out this problem, like this javelina problem or whatever. You're in the middle of the forest with a golf course. What
These
the fuck are you
javelinas are trying
about?
to figure out their human problem.
You know, honestly,
yeah.
And it like I'm surprised that guy didn't delete his stuff, but he like doubled down and was like
doubled down.
He doubled down and was saying like all this stuff, and it went crazy on Twitter.
Man,
you know what?
Go javelinas.
Yeah.
And go orcas.
Yeah. I'm team
Orcalinas.
Orcalina. Team Orcalina.
Yeah.
That sounds like a fairy.
Team Orcalina shirts.
I would love it. Oh my gosh.
Team Orcalina. It says Team Orcalina, and it's got a javelina riding an orca with like a golf club in its hand.
Yeah.
Like,
And then the orca has like a motor in his like
like a rudder, and it smells like I just ripped the rudder off.
You know, I could see that being like, you know, like those union jackets that they have. That would be like a dope union jacket.
Somebody get on it.
Yeah, and then
I can't draw or do anything talented.
I also cannot either.
I have no talents.
Just talk about cool stuff.
Yeah, we can give out the ideas.
I can give wrong names, and that's about all I'm good for.
You give fucked up names, you mumble a lot.
I do, which is very surprising for what I do for a living. Which a part of this, you know.
You are a professional talker.
I'm a professional talker and a
Maybe
voiceover
you're just
artist.
running out of words for the year because we're close to the end of the year and you're running out of words. So
also, we record on Thursdays, and I do a show earlier in the day.
Man.
You know? I did some voiceover today. I'm just very tired. My mouth is tired.
Okay, well, I'm sorry about your mouth.
Thank you. Me too.
But I'm not sorry about your golf course.
Me either. Fuck your golf course.
Yeah.
We have no water. They literally like they're saying like, oh, we're cutting 60% of the water of like the Colorado River to like the Southwest states, and this guy is fucking talking about javelinas digging up his.
Man, I got some more ghost stuff we want to talk about to wrap this show up here. Here in Flagstaff, Arizona. Well, not here in Flagstaff, but here in Arizona.
We have a lot of local stuff going on right now.
Up north in Flagstaff.
Okay.
I love Flagstaff.
Flagstaff is great. If anyone is planning a visit to Arizona, never been, I would say Phoenix, like in the surrounding areas, and Flagstaff. Well, depending on what you're looking for.
Yeah. Flagstaff is the forest, for those that don't know. Arizona's not a complete desert.
We have all of the seasons.
We have everything here. There is the Hotel Monte Vista up in Flagstaff.
I love that place.
The Hotel Monte Vista is apparently the most haunted spot in the state.
In all of Arizona.
In all of Arizona.
Tombstone, eat your heart out.
Yeah, Tombstone. Sorry, Earps. Cowboys. Oh, yo. It's more like the okay corral. I just want to be taken away.
Javelinas come get us now.
Oh, God.
Team Orcalinas.
I used to go up to Flagstaff when I worked with the Phoenix Suns because we did training camp up there.
We have a lot of stories from...
Lots of stories.
Yes.
But we would always, every night, you know, us and our departments that we'd be up there with.
We partied.
Our coworkers. There's a lot of partying going on up there.
Yes, there was.
And a lot of bar hopping. And my favorite spot was the Rendezvous, which is at the ground floor of the Hotel Monte Vista. And while everybody was in there drinking and everything, I would always go wander into the lobby and bug the man working the desk late at night and be like, "Hey, man, any ghosts?" And they would always have a cool story. Always. The one I remember most, and they're one of the few places that embrace it too. A lot of places
they lean into it.
Yeah, a lot of places won't lean into it, but they lean into it.
And they have like most haunted room and stuff that you can.
They have like decor and everything that's all ghosts. And I remember one night I went there and I asked him. I was like, it was the same guy from the previous year too.
Oh, okay. So an update.
Yeah.
That's
so I was
nice.
like, "Hey, man, has anything happened?" He's like, "Actually, just a couple weeks ago, we had a man come down in the lobby and sleep on the couch because he refused to stay in his room."
Stop. What happened?
Well, I didn't ask him which room it was, but it could have been any of these rooms. So room 220 in the Hotel Monte Vista is apparently haunted by the Meat Man, who used to hang meat from the chandeliers.
I was going to say that could go one of two ways.
From the
chandeliers?
They used to hang meat from the chandelier back in 1980s, so not too long ago.
What? Why would they let him do this?
I don't know, man. I don't know. But they found him. They found him dead. He'd been dead for 3 days. But now, when people sleep in there, they say they can feel like cold hands on their shoulders sometimes.
Oh, like from like the meat.
The meat are just him.
Do you think they found out that he was dead because they're like, there hasn't been any meat on the chandeliers in the last few days?
Maybe.
Like, where's Meat
Where's
Man?
my meat?
Where's Meat Man?
And then there is room 305, and 305 and 306 are apparently the two most haunted spots.
Okay. Oh, right next door to each other.
305, there was actually I don't know if it was a TikTok or a YouTube video, but there was a video of a family in there, and they were trying to talk to the ghost in there. And the rocking chair in this room is apparently the haunted piece. It moves by itself. And there was video of them like saying like, "Hey, if you're in here, move the rocking chair." And the fucking rocking chair just shifts over and like.
It doesn't even like start like.
It doesn't like rock. It's like it goes, like turns towards them.
That's
and
like
they
what my table did.
Like little kids in there with them. They like went screaming on the hallway. I'm like, dude, don't go ghost hunt with them little kids.
Do they know what those rooms are like? Do they think it's like kids or people for those rooms?
In room 305, they say it's an older woman they sometimes see in there in the rocking chair.
Okay.
They say that the housekeepers, they see the chair move by itself. Sometimes there's knocking in the closets. And the 305 has the rocking chair. And the next door in 306 is apparently haunted by the women of the night.
Ooh.
Yes.
Well, so just put a little whiskey for him?
A couple prostitutes were brought to that room in the 1940s and were murdered.
Fuck, man.
They were also thrown out the window.
Jesus Christ.
And I think this is actually on an episode of Unsolved Mysteries.
Damn.
But now they say anytime a male stays in that room, this could be the room that guy in the lobby was in. Like they'll feel just uneasy. They'll feel somebody watching them, or they'll feel like something grab them.
Why would you ever book a man in that room then? Like, don't do that.
I don't know.
Maybe unless someone like specifically asks for it.
Maybe.
But what if like someday like then they're like, you know what? This guy looks like the motherfucker that threw us out the window. We're gonna throw you out the window.
Damn, you think so?
I mean, I would if I was ghost. If I'm a ghost and some dude murdered me, and maybe like they can feel like this, like maybe be like, oh, this guy, he does some crazy shit. He's a bad guy.
He's a bad guy.
I'm a ghost. I'm not going to jail.
Damn.
I'm stuck here
You'd be a vengeful spirit.
Yeah, I'm in this hotel forever. I'm going to take out the trash. Let me tell you.
Male guests report that they have felt hands placed over their mouths and their throats.
So that's probably what happened to them.
So maybe they are trying to do this.
Oh, yeah. They just don't have enough of like...
They don't got enough of
that Patrick Swayze ghost thing juice that they do.
Yeah. Remember
like,
when he used to shove that dude around?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that dude in the subway like taught him how to do it.
And he's like, flick this...
The penny. Yeah. Oh, it was a soda can in the subway.
I thought it started with like a penny or something.
The penny is like whenever he like shows her that he's there, like he moves it up the door.
Oh yes.
Molly,
R.I.P.
You in danger, girl. I love Ghost. Love Ghost. There's the Phantom Bellboy.
How many people died in this? What? Probably the guy that killed the prostitutes is probably the person that killed all these people.
You think so? There's Phantom Bellboy. They just see sometimes people hear knocking on the doors and they'll hear room service and they'll open the door and nobody's out there.
You know what'd be nice is if you didn't order room service and then all of a sudden like there's like food there and you're like, yes. Like, thank you, Phantom Bellboy.
Booze from Rendezvous.
Ooh, yeah.
And then there's a baby in the basement. People who work there will reportedly hear like a baby crying in the basement.
What happened to the baby?
They don't
Someone
know.
Put it down there?
They don't know. There is the dancing couple.
These are all things that people have seen in this one hotel.
That's why they say this is the most haunted spot.
Holy shit.
I
knew it was haunted, but I had no idea it was like this many.
There's apparently a couple dancing that will be seen in the cocktail lounge every once in a while.
Oh, that's sweet.
And then there's a bank robber.
Okay. How do I know he's a bank robber?
Because one of them, these guys, they robbed a bank.
Okay.
Back in the 1970s. They escaped, made it, went to the Hotel Monte Vista, went to the bar there to celebrate. There's the Rendezvous, and then there's another bar.
That's the bar you go to die because that's where you get the shots and the karaoke and the very cheap drinks down there.
I got a lot of videos of me doing
a little bit more
drunk,
seedy down there than Rendezvous.
But the bank robber, they went there to celebrate, and one of them was injured during the bank robbery, and he died in the bar.
He was that injured?
I guess so.
He's like, let's go celebrate. He's just pouring out blood.
He's like, it's a flesh wound. I'm good.
His femoral artery is cut.
But there's an episode of Portals to Hell with Jack Osborne on the Travel Channel. And they did an episode of that bar there.
I mean, it is a fun time.
It is. I had a lot. I remember I went there and I was with somebody and we were going to do karaoke, but we were both like, we can only do this if we're drunk. And I remember his words were, we're doing karaoke in 40 minutes, but we're not drunk yet. And I'm like, oh, don't worry.
You're like,
I'll take care of that.
Don't you worry.
This motherfucker got drunk. I got lots of video still from Drunken Karaoke. It was good. We sang
those videos.
We sang Bohemian Rhapsody and Tribute by Tenacious D.
Great choices for karaoke.
Thanks.
Wow. Okay. You know what is like very interesting about that too is it's not just like, oh, this woman died in the 1920s or whatever.
Yeah.
Meat Man, 1980. Bank robbers, 1970. That's pretty recent history so there's like all generations of ghosts there.
Yeah. And I mean, it's not just the Hotel Monte Vista. Like there's other buildings there that are like reported haunted. There's another one that was just on Ghost Adventures like last season. That's like 2 blocks away from there because there's like a lot. There's underground tunnels all throughout Flagstaff.
What?
Yeah.
I'm not going down there.
Yeah, that's crazy and scary.
Well, maybe we can visit one day.
Maybe.
Do a little scaredy quest.
Maybe. I think with Brian missing so much Scaredycast, I think
we're going to make him go down in the tunnel.
We should make him sleep in room 305.
Ooh. Or 306. Wait, which one is the one with 306?
Or 306. Yeah.
But you know what? But then they're going to love him probably. And then he's going to be like, get off me, ladies, please.
No, this guy, he'd be like, I didn't feel hands on my throat, but I felt hands somewhere else.
And that's tapping that gussy. And there you go. So you're welcome. Well, dang. Okay. I would love to visit, but I don't know if I could stay there.
I'm not staying there, no.
I'll get drunk there.
I will definitely get drunk there.
I'll be at the Holiday Inn.
And I'll joke around in one of the rooms with Brian and be like, have a good night. And then I'll scoot on down to the Hilton and sleep there in a comfy bed. That's a good idea. In a comfy, non-haunted room.
I'll be there with you.
All right.
Well.
Send us to Flagstaff, everybody. Send us to the Hilton. Send Brian to room 305.
Or 6. Or I mean, the old lady's in 305. Hey. They might be fighting over him throughout they're like trying to take him to like each of the rooms.
Like, ladies,
please. There's enough to go around.
Yeah, come on, ladies.
He's like, don't you worry. I didn't drink too much whiskey tonight.
Brian, look at that gussy.
Well, shoot, I'm going to miss you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Miss you guys next week. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. We already argued about this on Monday morning. And if you are a fan of like memes and people, then you're definitely going to check out patreon.com/scaredycast to be able to support us, help us do what we love while you guys listen to hopefully something that you love. And yeah, Tony, I'm going to miss you all next week.
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do.
Probably cry.
I probably will.
Probably just like shed a tear or two.
Probably just sit here and just stare at the camera.
Party without me and be like, Kelsey, we had like the best time ever. Oh, you missed it. I'm like,
we're going to have like the coolest guest.
Yeah, you're going to have like fucking Freddie Prinze Jr. on here somehow or like something. And be like, yeah, I'll be like, what?
I love Freddie Prinze Jr.
Who doesn't? Everyone loves Freddie Prinze.
He loves wrestling too, so we just sit here and talk about wrestling.
Absolutely. He likes Star Wars too.
He worked at WWE.
Yeah, and he also worked on Star Wars.
He has a podcast about wrestling.
I think he also.
I listen to it.
I don't know that much about Freddie Prinze Jr., but he does like Star Wars. I do know that.
Okay.
Send us out of here, Tony.
Freddie Prinze Jr., we love ya. Everybody else, we love you too. Welcome and goodbye. See ya.
Go to scaredycast.com.
Go to it.
See you there.
Later.
Bye.
And there. Over there. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
See ya.
Brian, please come
Adios.
back.
Brian, wait a minute.
Just end it. Just somebody end it.
Somebody end this.